Oh, sorry. Sorry.
And wait, what's her name?
That's Syra Rao.
She was the one calling. Sorry, some of it I was just listening to, because I particularly wanted to address her. Wow, the Indians come here and start running a lot of cons on Americans. You know, she's not a descendant of slaves. I liked her claiming that she used to pass for a white woman. No, Sarah, I promise you, you never passed for a white woman. Wish you'd been able to get into their caste system with her. Indians are bringing all kinds of great things. In addition to the con games they're running, slavery, they're bringing back to the country.
It was actually interesting because at the moment at the end of that dinner, when I get them to toast to racism, I said, raise a glass if you're racist. At first, they all raised their glass, including the black woman, Regina, I'm blanking on her name, Regina Jackson, I think. Anyway, but they all raise their glass, and then the black woman puts her glass down because she says, "Oh no, I'm not racist." But Syra Rao keeps hers raised. So apparently, in the leftist, racial ideology world, we know that all white people are inherently racist. That's what they believe. Black people can't be racist. They believe that. But there's always been a question of like, well, what do you do with, it's not just black and white. What do you do with the other races?
All right. We have another video about Matt Walsh's and the Daily Wire's latest documentary film, Am I Racist? Which I just can't get enough of. I still haven't seen it, and I'm hoping it does actually come here to Europe. I don't know. We'll see if it does, but apparently it is, it's doing great at the box office. But the professional reviewers are snubbing it, and Rotten Tomatoes is apparently refusing to show the few professional reviews it does get. Anyway, today Matt Walsh, who is in the movie and I guess produced it maybe, is talking with Ann Coulter, who has plenty of, she's got people love her or hate her. A lot of people hate her because she's pretty straightforward with her opinions. She says what she means and means what she says. So that's fine by me. She just was slagging off Indian Americans. Apparently one of the most obnoxious women in that film, who organizes these race to dinner, white guilt self-flagellation exercises, is an Indian woman, or Indian American woman, who was just slagging off America the whole time in the movie. Anyway, let's see what these two have to say about it. Should be interesting.
And so I guess that means that if you're brown, you also are racist too. I don't know. It's still kind of unclear how they see that.
I really would have liked it. I'm fascinated by this. What's it called? Race to
dinner.
Dinner. Oh, man. If you could you go back and get the demographics of the towns those ninnies live in? Because that's all I think people are thinking when they watch these nincompoop white women talking about how they're so racist, and they start crying and wow, you don't know any black people. You have not lived around black people. I want to plot you down in the middle of Bed-Stuy for a year. What percentage of white women do you think are such nincompoops?
Oh man. Well, you do have to narrow it down to liberal white women. Every conservative white woman I know doesn't go for any of this stuff. They wouldn't be caught dead at a race to dinner event. That's for sure. I think, but among liberal white women, it's got to be like 100% of them. I mean, or very, very close to it. If they really are, if they're full-on leftists, then that's because you have to be. It's if you're not, then you're not actually on the left anymore. I mean, this is a core belief, and if you don't go along with it, then I don't even know if you qualify as part of the club at all.
I don't know. I think there are plenty of Democratic white women who would not go for this nonsense. Of course, they've met a black person in their lifetimes, unlike these broads. So what do you think the funniest moment of your movie was? I have a vote.
I mean, most people would say Robin DiAngelo paying reparations, which was hilarious. And I mean,
oh, I got to see that. I've seen a clip of that part of the movie, and it was just so well done. if you don't know who Robin DiAngelo is, she's yet another one of these insufferable race grifters who is some sort of university professor and in what does she study? Something like applied whiteness or something like that. I can't remember now. She is just a total grifter, and she charged them like 15. Matt Walsh and his team approached her to be in this documentary they're making, and her fee to be in it was $15,000 for a 2-hour interview. Nice money if you can get it.
I mean, it's hard to beat that. I mean, it's hard, especially, and you could tell from the movie, it's not a surprise, but I've always been a fan of the kind of very cringe, awkward, dry comedy, old like Ricky Gervais shows from the mid 2000s. Some of my favorite comedy, and that's in my mind, that's the best version of that kind of comedy in the film. Because it's very, even now, as someone who's in the room and I watch that scene back, I can barely watch it. It's very uncomfortable, but also funny. So that's my vote. But what would your vote be?
Wait, before we get to that, what was her? I saw on Twitter, and I forget exactly what was her complaint? How she was had? You fooled her. Well, duh. But didn't she have some complaint about that or some justification?
That was her complaint. She claims that we fooled her. We were deceptive and dishonest, which we weren't. I mean, we said, like I said, we're making a documentary on anti-racism, which we did. And then she kind of claims, I think, that we tricked her basically into paying reparations, or she claims actually that it was all a big setup that only I was involved, because of course we bring my black producer in, Ben, and she claimed in her statement that he was also visibly uncomfortable and that he had been dragged into this. And so I was really victimizing both of them. But I hate to tell Robin that my black friend Ben was very much a conspirator in that whole scene.
Brilliant. Yeah. If anybody's seen the movie, please let me know in the comments. And let me know what you thought of it and what the rest of the people in the theater thought of it, if it seemed to be, getting a good response from the audience. Apparently it's doing really well. So like I said, if it comes here, I haven't been to the cinema in a long time. So I would actually go see that one in the theaters for sure. Anyway, if you like this content, please like and subscribe. It really helps me grow the channel and helps me to keep making content for you.